We're very lucky to have Harry Gregson-Williams writing the score for our movie. He did the Shrek films, he did Narnia, and he's produced this sort of London-esque, uplifting score that we love.
Okay, let's play. Pete.
There it is.
Well, it's a particularly collaborative experience scoring an animated movie because it's never really finished until it really is finished. I mean, even now, today, we're sitting in Abbey Road. I've recorded a lot of music already, and worryingly, a lot of the animation's not quite finished, so I'm going to have to adjust the music as I go along.
So with 25, and so with 29. So I just thought I'd just weave a bit together.
Lengths of cues, you know, they tend to expand somewhat. So I work to storyboards to begin with, and then animatics, and then final animation. My job's to take all that on board and push forward and do what's necessary.
With Harry, we're trying to make this kind of real classic movie score and to really support what this film is, which is a kind of a comedy and an adventure, you know, and it kind of in some ways is like an Indiana Jones movie, and we have these fabulous action sequences.
Hang on tight, Rita! We're okay.
Try opening your eyes!
In other places, we're being very silly and very comic. And we have this incredibly moving, kind of emotional story that goes through the film, where Roddy learns that, in fact, he didn't have it all.
Oh, Rita! Mom, thank goodness you're safe.
Because he didn't really have any family, any real friends and family.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Yeah, well, good night then, Roddy.
There's a sequence in the middle of the movie that I decided to score first because for one moment the movie stops racing along and there's just a little bit of air in the movie. Music just breathes and it springs into life.
Tell me about your life up top. Friends? Family? You do have a family, don't you?
Oh, of course I do. Brothers, sisters, cousins. Yeah, we're quite a clan. Oh, you wouldn't believe the fun we have. Hanging out at the movies, playing golf, going skiing. It's just so great.
No wonder you want to get home.
Yeah. So there's just a moment in the film where I was able to write an emotional theme which would bring them together.
And actually the main thematic thread is about Roddy's story and about home and family.
It's about home, really. It's not. Yeah. When Harry got in there and did his score, the whole movie starts to hold together as one unified piece. It's fantastic. Yeah. It starts to feel like a real movie for the first time.
Well, there's a certain combustible, je ne sais quoi, I don't know, there's something that happens when you put 80 musicians in a room together. They're all impressing a slight characteristic on the music, which is fantastic. And as a whole, it's difficult to imagine doing it without them.
And going into the room where the orchestra's recording was really magical. I mean, it was really special. It was so much richer and so much fuller and so much better. It was really an amazing experience. I hope we had a chance to sort of just let Harry go and be silly and have fun. And it was very rewarding for us to hear what he came up with.
When the cat's away, the mice will play. Music, maestro.
The song that introduces Roddy is actually, it's one of the rare musical instances in the film where we weren't going for the tone of the music and we weren't going for the sound of the singer's voice, but it was really all about story. The song is Dancing with Myself.
Because it made sense for the story, you know, it kind of set Roddy up and told you what, you know, what it was about him that we were dealing with.
Yeah, that was the first one we put into the movie, and we wanted to show the difference between Roddy's very posh, up-top world in Kensington, which is quite serene and quite formal, and then being flushed away into this sort of chaotic,
Yeah.
strange place. We wanted
Yeah.
something with a bit of edge to it.
So we have an eclectic selection of songs in our movie. We also have the Dandy Warhols.
We didn't choose a particular thing in the score for Rita. She doesn't have her theme, but we mostly use pop music and rock, like contemporary music for her, because she is, she's urban, she's kind of wild, gritty.
She's a modern girl.
She's a modern girl.
He was the perfect choice for Roddy because he has this wonderfully, wonderfully light touch, and he's charming, and he sings, and we took full advantage of that.
But you left me stuck, stranded on a dock. What a shoddy thing to do to Roddy. Me.
The first song he sings in the movie, the Ice Cold Rita song on the boat, we forgot to take the music to the recording session. We left it behind. We were a bit stuck. We had to get it, so we just asked you to make something up. And he did. He had about... We just went, oh, fine. And he sang 3, 4, 5 different versions of the song. They were all lovely. They're all terrific.
Sing us a song, Tom!
We also had Hugh singing a bit of Tom Jones.
Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Talking about that old lady. Oh. And the lady wears big undies.
The Roddy singing on the duck bit was just Roddy singing on the duck for about a year. And we had a very rare visit from Nick Park, actually, because he's dead busy making The Were-Rabbit. But he sort of had a quick look at the film and said, oh, wouldn't it be fun if the Slugs came in and joined in singing with Roddy?
Poor Roddy flushed out his own body. Rita, can't you find it in your heart
to help him? How mean can one rat be? Why, it's called Rita. Won't you be sweeter to me? Oh!
But it worked so well, that one idea, that it sort of opened the gates to singing Slugs.
What's that urge from deep inside? The need to earn love, love, love.
Well, we wanted to end the film on a high note. We found this Rolling Down the River by Tina Turner, and it's such a great track, and we found a wonderful version of it, a live version. So we started working with that, and of course our Slugs had been singing a bit by then.
It's an amazing vocal performance, and it's a very energetic song, and the song is all about rolling on the river. At the end of the movie, Roddy and Rita's entire family are rolling on the river off into the sunset, so it couldn't have been more apt.
Shall we?
Go for it.
Oh, I love her.